There are always two versions of any crisis. The one the public sees, carefully packaged and framed, and the one that exists beneath the surface, raw and unfiltered. The headlines, the statements, the controlled appearances, they capture only a fraction of the reality. Most people only witness the composed exterior of those affected, admiring their strength without fully understanding the weight they bear. The real story is layered, painful, and deeply personal. When the surface fades, what remains is a human heart grappling with unimaginable fear and uncertainty. For Savannah Guthrie, this hidden story is as profound as it is heartbreaking. Public composure versus private devastation. Savannah Guthrie has spent decades mastering composure under scrutiny, yet nothing could prepare anyone for the personal crisis she now faces. On February 1st, 2026, her 84-year-old mother, Nancy, was taken from her home. The word kidnapping changed everything. The world watched Savannah respond with measured statements and composed interviews, seemingly unshakable. What most viewers could not see was the private anguish coursing beneath her calm exterior. Behind every carefully chosen word was a daughter facing a parent's sudden absence, a life upended, and a terrifying uncertainty that no public performance could disguise. The physical reality. The most immediate layer of tragedy is physical. Nancy Guthrie, at 84, relies on daily heart medication. Every hour without it increases the risk to her life. Her kidnapping was not just a criminal act. It placed her in immediate danger, creating a ticking clock that weighed heavily on Savannah. While the public saw a poised daughter speaking on camera, she carried the knowledge that her mother's health was in jeopardy every moment. The physical threat is urgent, constant, and unforgiving. This reality alone could break most people, yet Savannah maintained a level of composure that seems almost impossible. A lifetime of preparedness. Savannah's ability to function under extreme pressure is not simply natural resilience, it is the product of a lifetime of preparation. Raised by her mother after her father's death, she learned early that survival meant performing under pressure, vulnerability was private, strength was required publicly. These lessons, instilled with care and love, shaped her response to crises. Savannah did not arrive at this moment unprepared. She arrived as someone trained to meet unbearable stress with poise and competence. Her mother, while absent in the immediate crisis, had unknowingly prepared her to face it, making her extraordinary composure both a gift and a burden. Career and sacrifice. At 54, Savannah had achieved a level of professional success few can imagine. She built a career in television that is both recognizable and respected, managing complex demands, high scrutiny, and impossible expectations. She raised 2 children while holding one of the most demanding positions in the industry. Her life reflected the apex of accomplishment. And yet, despite this achievement, the kidnapping of her mother shifted her world entirely. It exposed the limits of professional success when measured against personal vulnerability. Even mastery over public perception could not mitigate the private anguish she endured every moment of the day. The weight of expectation. Savannah's tragedy is compounded by the invisible expectations embedded in her upbringing. Nancy's love was fierce, yet it came with an understanding of strength, self-reliance, and resilience. Love was intertwined with performance. Vulnerability was internalized. These dynamics shaped Savannah's inner life, teaching her to seek approval through composure and achievement. Now, in a crisis that cannot be measured by success or professional skill, that upbringing both supports and confines her. She is performing not to impress the world, but because the absence of her mother leaves a void where reassurance, comfort, and unconditional love should reside. The emotional. Emotional core. beyond the physical and professional layers lies the most painful aspect, a lifelong search for validation from the one person whose opinion mattered most. Savannah has spent decades asking, am I enough? This question, born of her mother's high expectations and her own drive for achievement, has persisted even amid extraordinary success. It is not a question of public admiration or career milestones. It is deeply personal. The kidnapping makes it painfully clear that the answer lies with Nancy. Without her mother's presence, the question echoes louder than ever, revealing a profound vulnerability hidden beneath years of public strength. The unseen. Burden. The tragedy intensifies because Savannah's performance, while admirable, is not a sign of invincibility. It is a learned response, a coping mechanism honed over decades. Every statement, every composed moment masks fear, anxiety, and grief. The public observes only the polished exterior, missing the relentless internal struggle. This duality, functioning flawlessly for millions while privately fearing for her mother's life, illustrates a deeper sorrow. Savannah is caught between duty and devastation, between professional expectation and personal heartbreak. The outer strength conceals an inner crisis, one that cannot be captured by cameras or headlines. Love as a double-edged sword. Nancy's love, though unwavering, came with a subtle but powerful lesson. Love and approval were tied to strength. This dynamic shaped Savannah's sense of self and the way she navigates crises. The same love that nurtured her also created a hunger for unconditional acceptance. Now, with her mother absent, that hunger is unfulfilled. Her achievements, her calm, her public resilience, all are insufficient substitutes for the reassurance she needs. The kidnapping highlights not just danger, but the emotional distance that has existed beneath a lifetime of love. However fierce and genuine that love may have been, a moment that matters. In moments of crisis, words can be the most powerful gift. For Savannah, the words she longs to hear are simple yet profound. I love you. You are enough. These words, offered unconditionally by her mother, would release decades of tension, anxiety, and self-doubt. They do not reward achievement or celebrate composure. They affirm identity, presence, and inherent worth. The greatest tragedy is that the person who can provide this reassurance is currently absent. This quiet, unmet need is layered beneath the public narrative, shaping the true depth of Savannah's suffering. The true tragedy. Savannah's tragedy is not fully captured by headlines or public sympathy. It is not just the missing mother, the ransom, or the uncertainty of the investigation. The deepest pain lies in the intersection of lifelong lessons, personal achievement, and emotional longing. It is the absence of the one person who could reassure her unconditionally. This is the quiet heartbreak of someone who has spent decades admired by the world, yet still seeks validation from a single pivotal voice. It is the tragedy of love, loss, and longing intertwined with an unrelenting personal standard. Call to hope. The hope now rests on her mother's safe return. When Nancy comes home, the simplest gesture, a verbal affirmation of love, could provide what all professional success and public admiration cannot. It is a reminder that human connection transcends accomplishment. The world has watched a remarkable woman perform under pressure. But the true healing will come from the private, unspoken acknowledgement of worth. Savannah does not need accolades. She needs her mother's voice. The reunion holds the promise of closure, reassurance, and the quiet redemption of decades-long longing. Conclusion: enough, always. The story of Savannah Guthrie at 54 is one of duality, resilience, and hidden pain. It is about a daughter whose public strength masks private anguish. whose achievements cannot replace the reassurance of maternal love. The true tragedy is not just the visible crisis, but the unfulfilled need that has shaped a lifetime. When Nancy returns, the words she needs most, "I love you. You are enough," will finally bridge that gap. In that moment, the quiet, enduring sorrow will meet its answer, proving that love, simple and unconditional, can finally overcome even the deepest of human trials.